Welcome to A2Z AMC Training Series. In today's video, we will talk about how a lender can track the progress of an appraisal order and all the other activities of that specific appraisal order. Currently, we are logged in as a lender, Neil Armstrong, and we are on the appraisal orders page. This is the appraisal order I have recently created to show the status updates of this particular project. As you can see, the status right now, it is submitted. And if we see the status updates tab of this project, it says that it has been submitted from draft, it is submitted, and it was done on this date and time by this particular user. So which means that currently the appraisal order is in review by the AMC, and when they respond, after that it will be accepted or rejected, or it would be in a state where there are some changes requested, and it could be any of the other status such as rejected, or it could be withdrawn, cancelled, or in progress. Okay, now it was reviewed by the AMC's operational admin. They have accepted. So from submitted, it is now moved towards the accepted, and it was done by this person, that is the operational admin of the system. So once it's an accepted, it is in the state where we need to be pay for that specific project. So as you can see the status over here, it's accepted and payment is required. If you go to the main screen, it says that payment is required and it should be paid by this specific due date. Okay, once the payment has been completed successfully, now you have the status in progress and AMC is paid. You have an option to withdraw the order, or when you move towards the status updates, you can see that the payment was completed via Stripe and it is completed. It's a milestone. So on the main page, if we go, we can see that it is in progress. So what actually happens in this state is that the AMC, the operational admin, will now, once the payment has been received to them, they will now assign that appraisal order to an appraiser. And whatever activity the appraiser will be doing on their end, it will be shown as a status in our status updates page. So right now it's in progress, which means they have to assign the appraiser. So as you can see, now the appraiser has been assigned, and this is the specific appraiser name. So it's in progress and where the appraiser has been assigned. So they need to accept this appraiser order. If they accept, so it will be assigned to that. If they do not, so it will be reassigned. So as you can see, that particular appraiser has been accepted the assignment for this appraiser order, and they have even agreed to the terms and conditions for this project, this appraisal order. So this is what happens in this particular, and you can see the terms and conditions that were accepted by that particular appraisal. So there's also a case where sometimes an appraiser agrees, but with some terms and conditions. So for example, if they required more service fee, or they want to extend the due date, so there could be this case as well, which will be showing at the end of this video. So now it's basically in progress, but now we can see the status has been updated to that the inspection is scheduled for this specific date and this specific time. So by which appraiser? And all of these things, as you can see, it is shown over here. And another thing that it shows on this page as well, that this inspection is scheduled. When we click on this particular page, we can see on the status update like what is actually happening. And even on the notification, we can receive these types of alerts. And if we go towards the notification tab, we can see the activities, what activities are going on for this project. So once the inspection has been schedule, you can also view the inspection. Okay, so this inspection is done at this time, and this was the reason, and what would be the appointment time. Moving back to the status updates page. Okay, now the inspection has been marked completed, which means that the appraiser has done with the inspection, and now they need to upload the appraisal report. So the inspection, it has been completed, and it was confirmed, and it has been completed. If we go towards the main screen, it says that it's in progress. Okay, now status has been updated as the appraisal report has been submitted by, and it was reviewed by our operational admin, and now it's submitted. Now it requires the appraisal report is ready for review. We can download, we can see, and if this is the final report we agree on, we can accept the report. If it requires any changes or modification, we can request for that. Okay, we have accepted this project, and the status was completed. As you can see, it says the status is completed, and we have approved that appraisal report, and we can review that appraisal report as well. So this is what all happens in the all the status, how you can track the status of the appraisal report and everything that happens with the appraisal audit and receiving the appraisal report. So there are different cases and different scenarios. On the basis of that, we see different status and different actions that are needed to be done. Like if a project is rejected, if it is withdrawn, it is cancelled or put on hold, or something is required, anything is required to be changed. So there could be different scenarios, and for that we have different cases and different videos. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching.